Hi everyone, today we're going to be performing a battery change on a G-Shock G7700, and this is the 3095 module. Let's get right into it. Starting off with what we're going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver, a spring bar removal tool, ideally metal tweezers, but if you don't have metal tweezers, you can just use a metal paper clip, and our replacement battery, which is a CR2025. First things first, we're going to need to flip our watch over and remove our rubber straps. So as we can see, our spring bars are tucked down in these crevices, and our spring bars have little lips on them. We're going to come in with our spring bar removal tool, which has a little notch. Simply wrap that notch around the lip, pull down, and we can twist the strap out. And I always like to hold my thumb in place just so that that spring bar doesn't go flying out on me. Now we'll remove the other side. Now we can go ahead and remove our 4 case back screws and set them aside for later. Now with our case back screws removed, we can go ahead and lift that case back right off. And don't worry, sometimes the rubber gasket will come off attached to the case back. We'll be able to put that back in place, no problem. Now that we're inside the watch, we're going to want to peel out this rubber bumper layer, and sometimes this metal tab may be holding it down. We can simply bend that up for the time being and pull this right out. And now, as we can see, at the bottom of the battery here, there's a little latch. We simply want to grab our metal tweezers or that paper clip and go right in the middle of it, pull out towards us, and this will unlatch the battery housing. We can go ahead and grab that old battery, take it out and get rid of it. And now we can come on in with our new battery. Again, this is a CR2025, and I always suggest holding it by the sides if you're not wearing gloves or little finger covers. Simply drop it right in place, and we'll push that tab down and we'll feel it and hear it click right into place. So now our battery is installed. And now we're ready to perform our AC reset, which is simply going to reset our module to factory defaults, clear out any errors if there are any. This is where having metal tweezers will come in handy, but if we're using a metal paper clip, we can simply bend it into an arch. We just want to have 2 points. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the module, and right here we can see a label AC. And you may not be able to see it, but at the bottom of this hole right here, there's a gold tab. We simply want to contact 1 point of our metal to that gold tab and the other point to the metal on our module, and hold it for about 2 seconds. And now, just to ensure that we perform the reset correctly, I always will hold my finger over this spring, and this module has another spring right here. Just keep tabs on that. And I will flip the watch over, and if we perform the reset correctly, we should see the seconds start counting up from 0. So it's been about 30 since I reset the module. So we are good to go and start reassembling the watch. Our first step in reassembly is going to be to come back in with that rubber bumper layer we removed. We simply want to match this spring with this hole and this metal tab with this rectangular hole. We're simply going to drop it right in place. Make sure that everything is protruding properly, and then that metal tab, we can simply bend it right back over, and that's all there is to that. Now, just in case your rubber gasket came out when you were disassembling the watch, we're going to go ahead and put that back in place. We simply want to match the shape. As we can see, the top is flat here, and the top of this groove is flat. We're simply going to drop it right in place, and then I'll usually use my tweezers and adjust it around if needed. We just want to make sure that that gasket is perfectly seated in that groove. Next, we're ready to reinstall our case back. So the most important thing to make note of here is that the spring indicates the lower portion of our watch. We simply want to make sure that our Casio and G-Shock logos are properly oriented. We'll simply drop it in place just like so, and you'll feel it fall right into the grooves. Now we can go ahead and install our 4 case back screws. What I typically will do is just hold my thumb on the case back, drop my screws in, just get them started. And now all we need to do is snug them up. And remember, they don't need to be super tight, just snug, because these are very delicate screws. our final step is going to be to reinstall our straps. So I like to come in with my strap and my spring bar, thread the bar through, leave a little more sticking out on one side, then I'll grab my watch and I can see the hole that the spring bar is supposed to fall in. I'll tilt it right in place, get one side in, and then push my strap in. Now I can come on in with my spring bar tool, pull the other end down, and get it seated just like so. Now I'll do the same for the other side. And now our straps are on nice and secure. And that's all there is to it. As we can see, our modes cycle, our beep is audible, and our backlight is working, so our watch is ready to wear again. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this quick battery changing tutorial. I really hope that it was clear and helpful. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to comment down below. And if you're interested in more tutorials and watch-related content, please do consider subscribing. I cover a wide range of G-Shock, Baby G, and normal Casio products, so please stay tuned for more. Thanks, everyone.